Alrighty, so today's video is going to be a donut shop review. It's going to be the first time I've ever done this type of video in my entire life, so these are unprecedented times, and you all are very fortunate that you get to take part in this experience. I'm doing this donut review for two reasons. One, because everybody loves donuts, especially cops, and two, when I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to eat a dozen donuts live on stream. So I want to find the best donuts around to do this. I'll tell you that when I eat a dozen donuts on stream, the donuts are going to be glazed donuts. So I got a glazed donut today. I also, this is my personal take on things, is that when I'm judging a donut shop, the best way to judge that donut shop is by how they do their cream-filled donuts. So I got one of those as well. The donut shop that we're going to review today, which unfortunately their bag doesn't have any literature or anything on it. I don't know if I could pull it up on my phone, show you guys real quick. Here we go. It's called the Lil Donut Factory, and I don't know. There's some pictures of the donuts in the shop. I don't know if I have a picture. Here we go. Here's what the front of the business looks like. It's not going to focus. It's just a really small little donut shop in Hilliard, kind of off the beaten path. So without further ado, I think first go for the glazed donut. Here is their glazed donut. I'm holding it upside down. There's the proper way to hold a glazed donut. There's the size. I would say as far as glazed donuts go, this is about medium sized. You know, you got the Krispy Kremes that are, I consider them small. And then the donuts that I grew up with in my hometown were, I'd consider them large. So this is about medium size. It's very sticky, appears to be soft. Let's see how it tastes. That is a really good glazed donut. It's nice and chewy, nice and soft. You can really taste the yeast. It's got the proper amount of glaze on the outside. It's in my mustache, but it's not like completely caking my mustache. I ate about half of it in the first bite. Let's see how the second bite goes. I don't know if this is entertaining or not. Watching me trying to choke on a donut. You have to let me know. So, there's the glazed donuts. As far as glazed donuts go, I would rate that pretty high. I'm in a situation where this is the first one I've ever rated. So, I don't want to rate it too high, but there's also a chance that this might be the best glazed donut that I find in my travels. So as far as glazed donuts that I've had in my life, I'm going to give that one an 8.5. That's pretty good glazed donut. The only thing that would have made it better would have probably been make it a little bit bigger. But for my purposes, if I'm going to one day eat a dozen, that was probably about the right size. So now on to cream stick or long john. This is the other criteria that I use to judge a donut shop. The criteria that I use for judging a cream stick or a long john, depending on what part of the world or country you're from, I think some people call them Bismarcks as well, is I judge them by the size, I judge them by the amount of cream filling on the inside, and whether or not that cream filling goes all the way through. So if you look at this donut, I consider this to be pretty small for a cream-filled donut. It does have holes on both sides where they filled it with cream, so it should have cream all the way through. The icing on top is pretty thin. You can kind of see through that. So I'm gonna downgrade it for that, but I don't think I can do this one in 2 bites. Let's see what this one does. So they use really good dough at the little donut factory. The cream filling, I don't know if the camera's overexposed or not, but it does go all the way through. It's just not a very thick amount of cream filling in there. The cream filling is also really sweet and somewhat granular, which granular sugar is not something I really enjoy in my cream filled donuts. And then the chocolate on top, it's so thin that you can't quite taste it. So the sugar is already hitting me. I wish I had a cup of coffee. I'm gonna have to go home and do that right away. So it's kind of funny, the setting for this video, I was trying to find a picnic table or someplace outside that I could do. The only parks that I knew had picnic tables, for some reason at 11 o'clock on a Wednesday, all the picnic tables were taken. I don't know what's going on. So we'll see what kind of setting I have for future donut reviews. But so for the cream stick or Long John or Bismarck, depending on where you're from, I'm gonna give that one a 5. It wasn't the biggest one in the world. It did have filling all the way through. It didn't have a ton of filling. It was rather thin thing of filling. The filling was extremely sweet and sugary. If it had more filling in it, I think it would have been, I don't think I could have been able to eat the whole thing. It would have just been way too much sugar. And then you couldn't really taste the icing on top. So if you were gonna have one with white icing or one with chocolate or one with maple, I don't think you'd really be able to tell the difference because they didn't put a lot of icing on top. The Little Donut Factory has a lot of other varieties of donuts. If you go to their webpage, they had some fun looking ones. It might be a fun place to get stuff for the office or for the kids. So I think it's a quality donut shop. The Glazed Donut is one of the best you're going to find around, way better than anything that you get at Krispy Kreme. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you guys next time.